Hi, it's John. I'd like you to join me today in channeling my new spirit guide, Murrutu. And he is a Lyran guide who has stepped forwards at this time to assist me in my mission and also to assist anyone that chooses to watch this video. And I have already set up a safe space around myself, a golden protected bubble of light. I've connected into Source above and Mother Gaia below, and I've created a golden bubble of protected light around all those, including you, that choose to watch this video. And join me with taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, nice and loud. In through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out what no longer serves our highest good, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any low vibration, emotion, or energy. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And I'm asking my guides to step forwards, in particular my guide, Murrutu, who introduced himself to me yesterday. And he's stepping closer to me, and he's taking his hood of his cloak down, and he has this big beautiful lion's mane, and his fur is like all bushy out like an 80s rocker's hairdo. And I'd like to set the intention for today's channeling session to learn more about how and what this world will transform into, and to ask some questions on this journey in today's session to get further clarity and inspiration, and to learn the practical steps that you and I can take to help change this world for the better. And I'm going to ask Murrutu for the first time to step into me and to channel and answer these questions as best he can, together with the support of my guides and archangels. Just allowing Murrutu to settle into my energy, and he's very funny. He's like stepping in, he's like this, he's kind of like shimmying into position. It is an honor to speak at this time, to be part of John's incarnation and his mission, to be in his body and to be speaking with you at this time. Have patience for me as I find my way of being able to speak through John, learning his vocal cords and his energy, which I have studied for a very long time. And allow yourself to feel my energy. For my energy comes with the intention of love, compassion, equality, boundaries and sovereignty, and above all, free will. Know these intentions and the energies of them as I answer your questions and help inspire you at this time. Feel my energy for a moment now my Lyran energy, my heart, my love. Thank you. I enjoy introducing my energy first. It helps the human mind settle, to not ask quite so many questions as you receive the answers. And now first to your future, your individual future and the future of this planet. The answers are quite simple, and yet the concepts are complex. To answer the question, what will this world transform into? The answer is, it will transform into what you create, into what you individually create, what you co-create collectively. So to this question, I ask you, what do you want to create? Do you align with my energy intentions? Equality, compassion, forgiveness, free will, unconditional love, boundaries and sovereignty? Are there others? Are there other goals and principles that you resonate with? Are there some that you do not resonate with? These are the goals that you set in the creation of your new world, and it is so important, more important than anything, that you are able to connect with the feeling of these goals. They are non-striving goals in the respect that they do not have specific outcomes more than they do a feeling and a freedom and a behavior and an energy and a pattern and a frequency. And consider the goals that you choose for your new planet, for your new version of Earth. Your fifth dimension version of Earth is created by you individually, collectively, co-created, including with Mother Earth, with Mother Gaia. And I feel that if you are to take any lessons away from today's video, the session today, it is of paramount importance that you consider deeply and reflect on what you want in this new world. Because you are the ones creating it, not me. I am simply here to guide you back to yourself, to guide you back to your capabilities, and to remind you how, in this lifetime, to act on them. Let's take one step deeper to the question, what will this new world be like? How do our dream lives, our dream relationships, our dream businesses, our dream planets come to fruition? How are they created? Well, taking a step into these goals that we just spoke of, now feel into what that means for you. What do you want in your life? In John's life, he wants freedom, flexibility, adaptability, travel, camping, adventures, time with his wife and his family, time with connecting with others on his journey, both virtually, online, energetically, in the quantum realms, and physically. And John wants enough money and abundance in his life to be able to support him and his family, and enough time and energy to look after his body, his self-care. And this increases his capability to serve others. For our ability to serve others is only limited by our own self-care. And I ask of you, what do you want? What do you want in this life? Do you want a world where the animals and every living thing is loved and cherished? Where we treat all animals in this world like our pets do? We treat our pets with such love. Do you want a world where the planet itself is loved just like we love our homes? Do you want a world where we love each other like our families, no matter which country or even planet that we're from? Does that feel good to you? That you would love another human on the other side of the planet, perhaps that you'd never even met. You would love them like your brother or sister, mother or father, or partner. Feel into this at this time. These are important concepts, and above all, above and more important than the how, the what and the why are so important. Why does this world need to change? This world and its dominant paradigms and systems of control are already broken. They are fundamentally and have always been fundamentally flawed. And we will speak of these in more detail, of these flaws. But I want to really focus on this time for you. That it is time for you to write this down. Write down your dream life, write down your dream relationships, write down your dream business. Just like John has in his website, johnbinney.com, in the About Me page, he describes his future vision. It does not matter what this vision is. It does not matter. What matters is that you write this vision, that you create it. As a child of the earth, as a child of the solar system, of this galaxy and this universe, as a child of the source of this universe, you must create this. You are being called to create this. If you do not create your own individual dreams, to think them, to feel them, to breathe them on a regular basis, then this world is directionless. This world needs you to dream. Please listen to this. Even if you can just write down 2 or 3 bullet points, 2 or 3 sentences, select 2 or 3 pictures, or talk to your loved one about the 2 or 3 things that you love in your future. Feel it. Take action with this energy. As this whole world changes, this becomes more and more important every day. I implore you to take these small steps to have a huge dramatic effect on this planet and this universe. It's all about you. It's all about you. I want to move on now to talk about some of the changes that this world will go through, some of the changes that are already in progress. And I'm connecting with John's other guides and also my advisors. Let us think and reflect on the fundamental flaws of money. The monetary systems, in particular in the West, but across this world, are broken. And they were broken from when they started. We do not need to fully understand how fundamentally they are broken. But what is important is to understand that they are broken and that they do not work. Let us give some examples. If we were to give John £10 more in his bank account, would he feel happier right now? Would John even know? If you donated $10 on John's YouTube, on his channel, would he notice or feel the difference immediately? Maybe. Many people wouldn't. So how, when we give energy to each other, when we trade through money, and yet we do not feel the difference, how is it real? If I were to give you 10 chickens, how would you feel? You might feel like you have to look after 10 chickens. You might feel like they're your pets. If you're a carnivore, you may wish to eat them. Or you may wish to produce eggs. Or you may keep them and love them like your children. And then some of the other fundamental flaws of money. It is a human construct. And yes, other planets do trade with money and have done in their past. And it is very interesting because there is something new that is taking over money. And no, it's not Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. No, it's not some AI-powered thing, new abstract concept. It's a feeling. And it's becoming an increasing commodity, even represented in money terms at these times. And this thing is simple. This thing is called free will. And I choose the term free will being more important than money because for many of you, your freedom has been greatly compromised through laws, through systems of control, of monitoring. And so your free will has further been compromised. Let us reflect a little on true free will. Do you have the free will choice to put on a backpack, a rucksack, take a walk out of your home, to walk to the nearest area of nature regardless of who owns it in these third dimensional terms, and to sit down and have a picnic or set up a camp, to enjoy nature. Nature is growing free of charge. This planet itself is free of charge. The animals don't pay to live here. The animals don't need to pay to visit that space. Many of the animals have greater free will than you do. And yet, here we are in a world still where there are strange concepts, fundamentally flawed. Humans do not own land. We equally share this whole planet with each other and every living thing. Everything's living this planet, the rocks, the water, the trees, the animals, the insects, everything that lives shares. And there is more than enough abundance. There's orders of magnitude more abundance than is ever needed. And this is provided by planet Earth and each other. And it is only through our pursuit of broken paradigms that we fight against this. So today, for example, my John's dog, Patch, a little cute Papillon, could put on a little backpack and walk to the field just next to where John's camper van is. And he could sit there and he could create a little picnic. He could camp there if he wishes. He'd even build a house there. There's no laws to stop him. And yes, physically, the person that owns that land could try and get rid of him. Would he notice? If he saw it, would he actually find it quite amazing that a dog had done this? A dog had made a small home. So while the animals live rent-free, question why you pay rent. And then there are the pursuits of greed. This illusion that is tightly coupled with money. And there is dark magic encoded in money, and it is important to understand this. The path of greed that we constantly seek in money. Greed born from lack. A fear that we do not have enough. That we'll somehow run out of money and therefore run out of food or provisions, a warm, safe home for our loved ones. And so we must, in this paradigm of money, earn more money and take it from other people so that we can look after ourselves and our loved ones. And the irony is that it is not the taking from others that creates a happy, healthy world. It is the giving to others that creates a happy, healthy world. So instead of waking up each morning and asking, how can I take more from this world to give to myself and my loved ones? Ask instead, how can I give more to this world? And how can I give more to their loved ones? Because I know that by giving, I will always receive more than I ever need. But if I only receive, then someone else will not be able to receive. They will do without. And at a global scale, if we all take from each other, we fragment away resources, energy. We pull it away from each other. We become isolated and fearful of each other. And through our lack of running out of the things that we have taken from each other, we build these fortresses of greed. And these actions leave our souls very, very unhappy. You could put £1 billion into John's bank account right now. And for many people, if they then experienced that, if they looked at their own bank accounts and saw £1 billion, $1 billion, it could be shocking to them and ultimately quite destructive. And some of the broken paradigms of money include that when you have extreme in amounts of money, it can create great fear. You worry that people are going to take your life or threaten your life or that of your loved ones because of the amount of money you have. And so, for those that do have over £1 billion or dollars in their accounts, know that we're here to help you also, to help you understand ways of being able to let go of the constraints that you have, your fear, and to build a happy, healthy abundance. And you're asking, I know you're asking, what is coming instead of money? Well, that is for you to decide. It's for you to decide. Lots of different galactic races do lots of different things. And I do not want to cloud your judgment and your co-creativity with the influence of other planets as yet. But I'd like you to feel back into the goals that we set at the start. Unconditional love, equality, compassion, forgiveness, free will, boundaries, sovereignty, self-care, whatever goals that resonate with you. How would these be underpinned and supported by some sort of system or program or way of working with each other? And perhaps you'd like to reflect first on the feeling, because the feeling, for example, of free will. How can a world, how can a universe accommodate the free will of every living thing? Consider this. There is not a straightforward answer. There is not one answer. There are many. And I would like to tease your mind and your heart with some of the answers that we are aware of at this time. The first is that free will, to be fully honored in this universe as a universal law, first has to be seen, and it has to be felt. Everyone must know what it feels like to have true free will. And true free will includes, under its very, very broad, expansive umbrella, it includes being able to speak your individual truth about anything you want, anything, and in a way that you wish, and to whomever you wish. Any constraint of this is a direct violation of this universal law of free will. How many times today do you feel that there's things you hold back, you wouldn't say? Would you go and tell your neighbours that they're too noisy? Would you go and post on a business professional network something very specific about your life, about your personal life, about your dreams and philosophies? Would you go and walk anywhere, be anywhere, go anywhere? What are the constraints that are holding you back? Reflect on this. And as we come close to the end, I would like to reflect on what are the things you're going to do to achieve this. Well, the first is becoming aware. Become aware of your goals and the things that you want to do in your life. Secondly, become aware of the planet that you want to create, to co-create together. Thirdly, become aware of the gaps in getting there. For example, with free will. What's blocking you? What's holding you back? And then finally, what are you going to do today to exercise those small steps or those big steps that feel right for you to achieving, for example, true free will? Thank you for joining us. I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source and Gaia. As I close the session down and allowing Murrutu to step out of me. Thank you so much. And if you have any specific topics or questions for myself or my guides, please do let me know, comment below, and I look forward to helping you on this journey. Sending my love from Scotland. I love you.